ladylike getting the ball into place. Okay, so take the ball, open the legs, pop the ball right up into the groin, bring your legs into quite close so they're in the line with the hips. And then as you straighten the leg, you can just adjust the ball. I know you've both done this once or twice before with me at some point, because I seem to remember Pauline, you popping the ball out. Now for you, Pauline, bring your legs much closer. So bend your knees, wiggle your feet in. See how close my feet are? So that when you straighten, your hips and your ankles should be in line. Okay, that's it. And your legs are being pushed on the ball, but you're not. I'm about to do this. We haven't got a magic circle and we're not squeezing like that. We're just letting the ball stay. Okay, perfect. All right. So taking your right hand, let's place it on the right hip, just on the hip bone there. Now, both of everyone's chest stays looking straight ahead. Okay, nothing changes there. And then with that right hip, I want you to pull it behind. Okay, so just swivel the hip, but don't swivel the ribs with it. Okay, it's one of these things. So if you've got the hip there and you need to bring your ribs back like I do, just pop them back. All right, now once we got there, now with your tailbone behind, I want you to drop that tailbone down around the ball. So it feels like a slight tuck, but it's not quite a tuck. Okay, so we're nice and natural. And now just draw the tummy in where the pubic bone is, just above where the bladder is. Squeeze the bladder and hold. Now keep that tummy active and just breathe in. Keep the breath lower than the ribs, so it's all around here. And exhale, tighten the tummy more. You're probably feeling shins, everything at this point, okay? I can't see everyone's feet, so check your feet are equally balanced on the mat. You haven't lifted your big toe. Big breath in. So this is a great warm-up. Exhale, pull the tummy in. Send your feet through the floor. Now start to lengthen a little bit up through the crown of the head. Things will start to burn. Big breath in and big breath out. Now, here with the ribs, as I've already started, start turning the ribs, but keep the head facing forward. Breathing in, Pauline, if you're feeling your lower back, very normal. And exhale, pull the rib cage round a little bit more, keeping the head forward. Now see if you can breathe into the side of the ribs, breathing in, keep the tailbone, keep the abdominals. It will feel very awkward. And now let your head turn to look over your shoulder, keeping the length through the back of the neck, breathing in. Just keep an awareness that your feet aren't angling out. Turn your head a little more. Now on the next breath, I want you to turn your eyes right into the sides of the socket, over the shoulder, and then exhale, and then rebound back to center. Bend the knees if you're finding everything here is starting to burn. Okay, so we are unwinding the entire body. You'll see when you get down on the mat in a moment, everything will feel great. So take the left hip now, keeping your rib cage facing forward. This is quite an advanced movement that we're doing, so well done. Just check you didn't stick your bum out. Pull your tailbone under, stomach across, hug your bladder, and now start breathing. Inhale. And exhale. Now see if you can lessen the breath up here. So when you keep your tummy in, see if you can only bring your breath there. And what that will do is take the breath to your back. It starts to release it. And as you breathe out, pull the hip a little bit more. Check you're not lifting the side of the foot that you're turning towards. Big breath in. Check you're not stuck your tailbone out. And exhale, pull a little more. Now let's turn the rib cage. You can even take your hand there if you want to. Hips and ribs are same. Sorry, head stays facing forward. You'll have to catch me on that one. Big breath in. Make the ribs expand. Exhale, pull the ribs around a little more. Keep the tummy in and squeeze that bladder. Breathing in. Turn to the TV with your head. And exhale. Okay, you'll have to correct me at some point. Breathing in. Now exhale, let the head turn, looking over the shoulder. Watch the shoulders haven't lifted. Keep the abdominals squeezing that bladder, breathing in again. Now, as you breathe out this time, start the eye movement. Really pull the eyes. If you're turning to the left, the eyes are looking into the left side of the sockets. Breathing in. If your shins and feet and ankles are hurting, it's okay. And then release and come back. Good. Take the ball, bend the knees, bring it halfway down your thighs. Check your feet are back in line with your hips. And then as you do so, stand up nice and tall. Okay, this is really great for keeping the legs. We're balancing the legs in the socket, unwinding the spine. So now let's turn the right hip around the body, keeping the upper body straight. Big breath in. Now, as you breathe out, tailbone lengthen underneath, squeeze the bladder and pull it up. Big breath in. And exhale, pull the hip. Take your hand on the right side of, on the rib cage. I can't remember which side you're going. And now turn the rib cage with the hip. Check your abdominals. Breathing in, eye line to the TV. And exhale. Try to pull that rib cage a little more. Now expand like this on the side of the ribs as you breathe in. Everything will feel restricted. And exhale. Now you can turn the head to look over the shoulder. Check your shoulders have not hiked into your ears. Big breath in. Really focus on bringing the breath to the back of the ribs and side and front. Exhale. Now turn your eyes with it. So we're now speeding up a little bit. Let your eyes now really turn in the sockets as you breathe in. And breathing out. And then gently come back to center. Hand onto the other hip. Now let's turn the hip around the body. Keep the rib cage facing forward if you can. Breathing in. Check your feet haven't sickled off the mat. Check your tailbone is lengthened, if otherwise you'll start to get real backache. Exhale, start to now take the ribs. If you're finding a little bit of a pulse on the legs, you can shift the ball slightly. So I head to TV. Big breath in. Exhale, draw the bladder in and up. Turn a little more. Now let's turn the eye line, breathing in, looking over your shoulder. Exhale, turn a little more. Turn to the eyes. Eyes are now turning more. And exhale. Check your big toe on the side you're turning away from, away into, and release back. Take your ball, bring them to the sides of your knees. Same thing applies. Everything stays in a line. Okay. Especially the heels. Check you haven't tucked your heels aren't in or out. Keep them right in line with the front of the foot. Okay. Check the tailbone. Check the abdominals. Let's start again, the hip. Let's turn it, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. God, now here I am turning my ribs. Breathing out. Now turn the rib cage with the hip. Breathe in and breathing out. Think of that jellyfish. Inhale, everything expands. Exhale, it gently pulls back in. Now let's turn the shoulder and the head. Inhale, check your shoulders. And exhale, turn your head a little more and now add in the eyes. Breathing in and breathing out. And then bring your body back to center. Take your hand onto the opposite hip. And now turn the hip. Try to keep the ribs center. Keep the tailbone lengthened behind. Squeeze the bladder. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. You should be feeling a little bit of burning possibly here. Burning on the shins or the feet, ankles. Let's turn the ribs. Check your lower back, tailbone under. Breathing in, eyes to TV. Exhale. Good. Breathing in. Exhale, turn more. Now let's turn the head. Turn to look over your shoulder. Inhale. Squeeze the bladder as you exhale. Eyes. Turn the eyes in their socket. Check your shoulders. Check your feet are still touching equally. And exhale, turn a little more. Eyeballs really turning. And then release back to center. Good. Take the ball. Take it now between the calves. You might have to shuffle your feet a little narrower. Okay, just check everything's in line. That's it. And now, turn the hip And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathing in, check the tailbone is gently bringing itself around, abdominals in and up. Now exhale, take the ribs and turn them as well. Head towards the front, breathing in. Think of the side expansion. Exhale, so remember the jellyfish. Turn the shoulder and the head over the shoulder, breathing in. And exhale, turn a little more. Turn your eyes in their sockets. Inhale. And exhale more. And revert back to center. And turn. Good. Now change to the other side. Try to face the body with forward as you turn the hip. See how my foot lifted off? Try to bring it back down. So you'll have one side that's a little bit trickier. Breathing in. And breathing out, turn more. Check you're not stuck your tailbone out. Keep it under. That checks and lengthens your back. Inhale again. Exhale more. Good. Take your hand onto the ribs. Turn, facing forward with the head. Breathing in. Just keep the chin just gently drop so the back of the head is a little longer. Inhale. Think of the jellyfish. Now, as you breathe out, turn the shoulder and the neck to look over the shoulder. Breathing in. Really expand side, front, back of ribs. So think of the balloon inside as well. Exhale, take your eyes and really pull the eyes around. And then exhale back to center. Well done. Last spot. Take your body, the ball in between the ankles. Okay? Just above the ankle bone. That's it. Brilliant. Okay. Hip again. Turn the hip. Watch the shoulders. Now breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. Take the ribs, turn that as well. Head forward, breathing in. Balloon, pop it inside, really expand in all directions. Exhale further round. You might find that this is a little bit easier. Now turn the shoulder and the head to look over and behind. Breathing in. And exhale, turn a little more. Now bring your eyeballs into the sockets and really turn. Inhale. And exhale, turn more. And then swing back to center. Well done. Take the hip, place it round on the other side. Sorry, turn the hip on the other side. Check. As you can see, I've got a left foot thing going on. Bring the toes back down. Breathe in. And exhale. Turn a little more. This is where you tend to want to just let go of the abdominals like I have and stick the tailbone out. So really think of pulling in and up. I have to work there hard. Breathe in. Exhale a little more. See how my toe is still lifting? Check your toes. Rib cage, keeping the head forward. Breathing in. And breathing out. Knees are facing forward. Okay, the pattern on my trousers may feel like the knees are looking in. Inhale. Exhale more. Now start to turn the head and the shoulder. Breathing in. Think of the balloon inside. So really expand it in all directions, as opposed to just bringing it upwards. Exhale, turn a little more. Check your toes. And now take your eyes and really bring the eyes into the socket on the left or the right, whichever way you're turning. Inhale. Exhale, turn a little more. And then come back to center. Well done. Take the ball out. Just walk around a bit to allow your legs to have a bit of movement. Okay. And then just feel already that you might have a little